I know I'm wasting time. I can feel that in my nerves, in my soul actually. But this feels good. Avoiding all the responsibilities that I actually have to do right now.
Yup, that was me. Exactly me, myself, and I. We would be lying to ourselves if we say that none of us doom scroll. We would be lying to ourselves if we say that, oh, I don't doom scroll, I only watch internet for the purpose of it. Oh, I watch it because I want to gain knowledge. Of course, we want to. But do we end up actually gaining knowledge or just doom scrolling? Assalamu alaikum, pleased to have you guys back on my channel, and in today's video we are discussing 7 things to do instead of doom scrolling. I don't know about you guys, but these are the things that I do instantly, and these actually have helped me a lot to stay in the present moment and not vouch out for my phone and just not waste my time and my life overall. So I think the first step to avoid doom scrolling is to actually acknowledge it, that dude, you are actually doom scrolling, and do not give yourself some shitty excuses saying that, oh, I'm watching so and so reel, oh, I'm going to use it for so and so hours, oh, I have nothing at the moment to do, so this is the best that I can do with my phone. And me being somebody who have never used phone this insanely up until very recently, I do have an understanding of the differences that it has made on my brain and also in lot of other aspects of my life. And to be very honest and put it in just one line is that it's not good. It's not good for your brain health. The attention span has dropped so much, and there are so many studies that are going on and that have been done. So please be very cautious of your time and very cautious of how you are using your social media platforms. So first thing is that I try to acknowledge that, okay Maliha, you are wasting your time, you could be doing some other stuff, or what is it that you are trying to put off at the moment, and that's the reason why you are on this platform or using your phone like crazy people. Second thing that I do follow is I use this rule of 3 2 1 or 5 4 3 2 1, and once I am done with reading out the numbers, I will have to get up. If I'm lying, I will have to actually sit and then stand and then find something or the other to do, or just sit idle, stare at the wall, whatever. If I'm sitting, I will have to instantly get up after counting till 0. And that has actually helped me, because if you are in a particular state, you will stay in that state until and unless there is some kind of reaction to it, or there is some kind of action put into it, right? This is basic physics basically. I don't really remember the exact law. Basic physics states that anything is going to stay in the same state until and unless there's an action done to it, and this is your moment of doing action to your relaxment, your doom scrolling, right? Once you are done counting till 0, you will have to bring about some movement in your current state of body. I ideally sit up or stand up and start searching for something that requires my attention in my own room, or maybe just sit idle and stare at my clock, my wall, anything, but no phone in my hand for the first 30 seconds or 60 seconds. That is where the all changes comes in. Now comes the actual part that allows me not to remember my phone. So the first thing that I usually vouch for or go ahead with is organizing or cleaning up something or the other. It could be anything related to kitchen, it could be anything related to my wardrobe. I am a person who loves cleaning, so I do that lot often when I feel that I am little overwhelmed because of watching too many reels and shorts. Just basically staying in front of my phone. If I feel that I'm too overwhelmed, that is the first thing that I vouch for. I search for things that need my attention in terms of cleaning and organization. So either it's going to be my wardrobe cleanup, my skincare cleanup, or my makeup goodies and its cleanup. It could be anything related to kitchen, like washing the utensils, or maybe just cleaning up the countertops, or maybe just cleaning up the fridge, or anything that requires my attention. It could be anything. If my certain clothes require some kind of washing, I would go ahead and do that. So whatever is left for me to do in terms of cleaning and making things tidy, I go ahead with that thing in the first place. On number second that I do to keep myself away from looking at my screen is coloring. I very recently started this coloring book and I have been enjoying it a lot. Like, it have these floral patterns and it just gives your mind some peace, some calm, and some distance from your screen actually. So I go ahead with that. And more to that, I actually love painting, like the abstract painting, no certain structures or details and anything, just abstract natural painting. So I do enjoy that quite a bit. But very recently, for like 5 to 6 months, I have not touched anything related to paint. So coloring books to rescue. Now on number three that I do, and very intentionally I have bought things for this, is indoor games, because I can see that I'm not big on playing stuffs like the outdoor games, specifically because we do not have that kind of amenities where I live. But let's not complain, right? So indoor games to rescue again, and for that I have purchased puzzle books. This was actually also for my siblings during the summer season, like the summer vacation, and now they are very helpful to me as well. So any kind of indoor games does the job for me. Puzzle books, or just finding out some word puzzles and all that. And I also bought this wooden puzzle, and like, you have these small cubes and everything in different shapes, and you have to put them together in order to fill the whole space. And it is quite interesting and also keeps me occupied for a very long time, to be honest. Number four that I very recently started doing and I am enjoying every bit of it is junk journaling, or making junk list. It could be very random and it's very soothing. So see, basically कैसा work करता है, your mind is something that stores stuffs and you don't know how to align them, how to put them together. So then comes in the junk journaling. So you basically put all the junk, all the things that are running on your mind into lists. So you have a segregated categories of things that were running on your mind, and now you have an actual stuff to look at and see if this is something that you are willing to go ahead with or not. So I make random junk list, like for example the books that I want to read this year. Am I actually going to read them? Maybe not, but those books have been running on my mind for so long and I really want a place to put them down. So there comes in my junk journal. I know there are various kinds of junk journals that journaling that takes place, but this one has worked very well for me, where I just put in the list or maybe make some few flow charts if required. So I make list of places that I want to visit, the activities that I would like to do this year in terms of adventure, places that I would like my family or siblings to take on their vacations, just the books that I really wanted to read, this year, or whatever it could be. It doesn't need to be an year as well. For example, I made this personal list where I want to actually do certain stuffs. I basically need to get some adult certain stuffs done within 3 months. For example, one was getting my laptop repaired, and the other one was taking my cats to their monthly vet appointment. So you can make any kind of list that you feel like making. So for example, what would be my matcha places that I want to visit, or what would be my matcha order if I ever order it. Matcha because it's trending, otherwise it could be coffee as well, or any drink of your choice. Yeah, so you can make any kind of list that you would love to make, that you would want to make, right? So what are the beauty products that I would really want to purchase next year, or what are the places, or how would I dress, or what are the dresses or the items that I want to put in my wardrobe in order to upscale it, or upgrade my whole styling looks. So yeah, it's overall fun. It allows you to be in that world for some time and allows you to stay away from your phone. Now on number 5, my most favorite thing to do is to read. Reading has always been my thing, and it has allowed me a very different state of mind. It takes me to a very different state of mind, and a very different place as well, like the imaginary places. When you are reading a book, it just gives you that kind of environment in your head, and just allows you or makes you to actually focus on the story if the book is that good. And this has actually worked wonders when it comes to not doom scrolling and doing something very important, or doing something that's meaningful. I really really love reading. It could be any book, and if it's a book that I'm currently enjoying and I really want to read more of it, probably I'm not thinking about touching my phone the whole day on such days. Okay, on number 6 we have cooking. So I have always been a person who loves to cook, given that I'm not forced to cook, right? There is a difference, a very thin line difference, where you like to cook for your loved ones, where you like to cook for yourself, where you like to experiment in the kitchen. But the moment you are given that as a task, I'm backing off. I am backing off, right? So the times when I feel that, oh, I really want something else to do instead of just sitting here and watching reels, that's the time when I mostly get up and heads towards my kitchen, because something or the other is really going to help me, specifically the cutting part, like chopping all the vegetables and everything. I just love that. I also love washing my dishes. I don't know, there's something with the washing part and the cleaning part in me. I am not able to put a finger on, but yeah, it's the best thing. Like, it's, my mind is overwhelmed, my heart is overwhelmed, not heart but my mind is overwhelmed. It's just too many things are being put in because of the reels. So now I really want to segregate those. I really want to pull that out. Cooking has done some wonders very recently. I like going into the kitchen more often than not and trying new dishes, trying new salad recipes, trying anything and everything that I would love to and I like to. And also just cooking some new dishes, taking inspiration from internet. So yeah, cooking has been my thing. And I have always cooked actually, but most of the time those were under certain responsibilities, or because I want to survive and all those. But these days, when I'm actually very overwhelmed because of the internet, I go ahead in kitchen and I do some of the other chores, not necessarily cooking at times, also just looking around what require my attention, and I try to get that done. So yeah, heading into kitchen basically has helped me a lot to stay off my phone. Now on number 7, and also the last one, because I have cats, I love to play with them in order to stay away from my phone, and this have actually helped a lot. This also makes them very playful. This also, takes out their energies and their zoomies, so it really helps a lot. And just staying with my cats, playing with them, giving them good scratches, and just taking care after them, this has helped a lot when it comes to keeping my phone down. Playing with my cats does not always keeps me away from phone, not more than like 20-30 minutes, but it does occupy a lot of time, like, right, अगर तुम पूरा दिन फ़ोन देख रहे हो लेकिन अगर उसमें से तुम 30 मिनट्स भी अपने बिल्लियों के साथ, अपने पेट्स के साथ अगर खेल पा रहे हो, सो आई थिंक इट्स प्रिटी मच गुड। एटलीस्ट कुछ नहीं होने से बेहतर है कि कुछ हो। सो 20 मिनट ही सही, बट अगर 20 मिनट भी तुम कहीं और दिमाग लगा रहे हो, ध्यान कहीं और लगा रहे हो, सो इट्स रियली नाइस। एंड वन मोर थिंग दैट आई रियली वांट टू ऐड हियर इज़ दैट अभी अगर मैं बिल्लियों से खेल रही हूँ तो खेलने के बाद मैं वापस वहाँ नहीं चली जाऊँगी, क्योंकि वापस से मैं फ़ोन नहीं उठा लूँगी। आई मीन, because now my state of mind is in a way where I don't really want to look at phone, so I will certainly, and I most probably do that, I jump onto some other task of mine that was pending, or maybe just studying something, or maybe doing something that's related to my work, like editing a video or trying new ideas, like just scripting new ideas. I mean, once you are in a state where you do not want to touch your phone anymore, you are actually not going to touch it anymore. You are actually going to look out for stuffs that require your physical presence, your mindfulness, and your heart to be in it in order to get that completed. So yes guys, this was it for this video. I hope you did like this video. I know I have not been very active on my YouTube, but let's re-begin, right? And I'm posting this video after so long, so please bear with me, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope this video is going to be helpful in some or the other way. And also do let me know what kind of stuffs you do to keep yourself away from doom scrolling, because I think it is very much needed. And yes, that's it for this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, bye bye.